Welcome back to Tu-Vie, your TV movie entertainment needs channel. Today we're going to be talking about the new F1 movie teaser trailer with Brad Pitt and Joseph Krasinski. So let's just get into it. I'm super excited for this. F1 is a new sport to me that I have fallen in love with. I don't know why. I started watching the documentary series on Netflix and I just became obsessed with it. So then when I found out they were making this movie, it sounded pretty good to me. And if you guys aren't aware with this movie, this is going to be a movie about pretty much a fictional F1 team that is going to be starring Brad Pitt as this retired driver having to come back to help with this new rookie. The rookie is played by Dansum Idris. He is this new driver for this fictional team. Apex, I believe, is the name of the team. And how they shot this movie is incredible to me because they made an F1 car first off, and they added some cameras to get these incredible shots of the car moving extremely fast. But at the same time, they also recorded during actual races of this last year and this current year. So they definitely gave the movie an authentic feeling, let alone from Joseph Krasinski's style of directing like he did with Top Gun Maverick, putting you in the cockpit, moving hundreds of miles an hour, but also at the same time, give you a very real feeling like they were shooting on the air bases. And in this sense, they're shooting during the circuit where you can get some cameos of Gene, who was the former, I believe, manager of the Haas team, who is now gone. And now I think he's like the manager of the Miami race or something. But the way that this movie is shot is insane. Actually, like, get the perspective of the driver that you would see in the documentary series, but just from this beautiful, crisp image. It's insane. This movie is produced by a bunch of other people, but notably is produced by Lewis Hamilton, who was the 7-time world champion at one point and now is also still the current driver for Mercedes. Don't really sure where he's going to go to the next season, but as of right now, he's still with Mercedes. And as of when recording this, he just got a pretty good victory. So good on him. But what's great about this movie, like I said, they shot during the actual circuits. So when they do the lineup of racers, there's been Brad Pitt and Damson at the end of it doing this whole thing, and it's really, really unique. A lot of the shooting for this movie took place during the British Grand Prix of 2023, which is why you see Gene as the Haas manager, unlike now where he isn't. And it's kind of unique because A, it's a very popular race, but B, it was unique to see the different perspectives of this race during that time with the competitiveness of the previous racers that were in those teams, and now adding Brad Pitt to this. It feels kind of fun how they're making this fictional team feel so real. Similar like how they made like Maverick feel like a real person when the Air Force has this program, and Maverick is sadly a fictional character. But it's great to see that they're really taking the authenticity of this movie so seriously. Like, it doesn't feel so standoutish. They actually went as so far as to give the production team its own garage to set up the car and everything during the Grand Prix. It's going all out, dude. To kind of recap on what's going on with the cast, we have the cast of Brad Pitt, Carrie Condon, Javier Bardem, Tobias Menzies, and Damson Idris. You've seen a lot of them in the trailer so far, and I believe we even saw Kelly Cook as the pit manager or the pit crew person. But it was just a mind-blowing trailer on how good this movie looks. Like, from what I wanted in an F1 movie, this is what I wanted to get. I wanted to get something that puts you in the seat of the car and showed the forces of this car, because it experiences so much G-force and experiences high levels of speed that I really wanted and trusted Joseph Kosinski to do. And he nailed that out of the park with Maverick. I mean, that thing revived movie theaters and the love of cinema for an entire globe, which is great. And I hope he can do the same with this movie, because they need to. With a budget of 300 million plus, this is on track to joining the club of most expensive movies ever made. Not the most, but it's in there. And I think Brad Pitt's the one that said that this movie needs to have a miracle in order to make a profit, because this needs to border about $1 billion in order to make a profit. And I have no doubt that this, only having the teaser trailer being released, is going to create a sense of urgency for this movie. And like I said, Joseph Kosinski nailed that out of the park with Top Gun Maverick, a movie that was so wild to hear that we're getting a sequel of. Didn't think we really needed it, and then create this love for movies again. I hope, and it seems like they're doing the same formula for this movie. So I really hope they do make their money back, because I really would hate to see this go down. Kaczynski, if you guys didn't know, he also made a little movie called Tron Legacy, which looks beautiful. And I also believe he did Oblivion with Tom Cruise. So this movie with Tom Cruise and Maverick was great. Now he's got Brad Pitt. I mean, insane. Not much was seen during this teaser trailer other than just absolutely beautiful shots of the car beaming through the track, getting into the crashes, and just showing the forces of this car and how intense the movie is going to be. This is going to be a movie you're going to want to absolutely go see in theaters and IMAX, and it's going to have a theatrical release in June of next year, obviously, because we're in July now. But it's also an Apple original, so there's going to be a chance you can also see it on Apple TV. But don't wait for it. Go see it in theaters. As an F1 fan, this seems like it's going to be pretty authentic to what I was just wanting to see. I didn't want it to have it be so standoutish of this world that we're getting into with high drama, high speed, high intensity, and with a character I think that is Javier Bardem is playing. I think he's like maybe like a sponsor, or maybe even the owner of the team. And so seeing the interaction between the driver and the owner, even maybe even the managers getting in fights with one another, is going to be really cool to see because that is part of the sport. They've talked trash. They've not physically, to my knowledge, fought, and it's just a crazy concoction of ego. Personally, I'm really excited to go see this movie in theaters next year. The camera and the cinematography looks absolutely incredible. The song choice of "We Will Rock You" was absolutely stellar. The thematic elements of what this race is and the popularity that they are using in the tracks for this race and the perspectives they're showing of the car is just gorgeous. And I'm so excited for this movie. The trailer blew me away. I'm super excited for this. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know below. I mean, I can honestly just tell you and go on for hours how great this movie looks. It definitely blew my expectations out of the water. And I think Joseph has the capabilities and the skill to do this. But like I said earlier, they do need to have a miracle and have everybody in their world and their mothers go see this movie because they need to make their money back. Because Joseph does a fantastic job, and I'm super proud of him. He needs this win. Well, that about wrap it up for the review. I know there's not really much to go over, but overall it looks beautiful. I'm excited for it. June 25th, 2025, or maybe 24th, 2025. It's June of 2025. Go see it. And if there's anything else I missed, please sure to leave it in the comments. Check out our past videos and the latest episode coming out very, very soon, this Wednesday. Thank you guys again for watching. We'll see you guys next time.